You have to take it easy. The point is lost. Keep the game. Good serve and good spike from Yukuzu. Only one goal. Go well. But let's get into one man, the chairman of the FCT Volleyball Association. Yesterday, he was telling us that he has been appointed by the FCTA to be in charge of volleyball again for the next 1 year, talking about making sure that volleyball grows. Let's talk about Commodore James Aliu Pinda, retired, who spoke to us exclusively yesterday from the indoor sport hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium.
Now patron of the senior spikers, patron of so many other club sides, and just today I received a letter from the FCT Sports Office appointing me as the chairman of the caretaker committee for the next 1 year of volleyball in FCT. And you could recall that we just recently concluded the coalition, the FCT Volleyball Challenge, where about 54 teams participated. And the objectives of that competition, of course, has been met. And I am also a member of the sponsorship committee of the Nigerian Volleyball Federation. And I must tell you that it's been quite challenging, you know, in terms of sponsorship of volleyball in Nigeria. The president, Engineer Musa Nibor, has done so much, you know, to win the hearts and minds of companies here and there, to come into, you know, the assistance of the Nigerian Volleyball Federation, because you can see the number of teams now taking part in this edition. And I must tell you that the approval by the customs, you know, to sponsor this year's Premier League is a very, very good breakthrough and a very big one for the Nigerian Volleyball Federation. It is so wonderful that the CGS, in its magnanimity, has approved the sponsorship, and you can see how exciting it has been. The largesse, the prize money, even mobilization to all the teams. And this is a very wonderful one. So even though there are other sponsors that will be coming in later, you know, like Guinness and all that, who want to support it in terms of, you know, their materials, drinks and all that. But I mean, this is a record development. I'll pray that other companies and other organizations should follow suit.
All right, talking about Commodore James Aliu Pinda, retired of the Nigerian Chief of Naval Staff, and his team yesterday did marvelously well. And that's what he's saying. Yesterday we caught that game where they were about to take on their opponent, where they defeated the girls from Life Camp. Yesterday, they are the defending champions, 3-0. They defeated Anambra Queens, rather, I beg your pardon, 25-9, 25-18, 25-19 against the Anambra Queens. That's the second win. But he said to them, any team, come, now go flog us, we go beat tonight. Don't let them be weary of CNS Packers because they are coming good. Let's hear back from Commodore James Aliu Pinda, retired.
You know, when I was chairman of the CNS Spikers, you know, I built the team from scratch. You know, we started from Division 2, and I told them that we've come back with a bang. And they moved from Division 2 to Division 1, you know, and the girls from Division 1 now to Premier League. And their first appearance last season, of course, won the Premier League, you know, of the female championship. And now the male team, as you can see, they are in the Premier League. And the CNS Spikers is a team to beat. They've won their 2 games so far, and I believe they have the firepower. Well, I'm here to say anything that will stand them. And I believe at the end of the day, CNS Spikers will emerge victorious both in the male and female category. You can see the team is like Man City, you know, with a very strong bench. And you can see their physical fitness, because of the level of preparation, they've been in camp for a while. And also the very strong support from the Chief of Naval Staff, which has continued unabated. And I believe at the end of the day, the Navy will also have cause to smile and say thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, Commodore James Aliu Pinda, retired, saying every team just like Man City, a good strong bench we have. Watch out for the Naval team. But let's get some of the results all going right there at the Volleyball Championship. Kada Kings recorded this year's second victory against Nigeria Correctional Service in a 5-set thriller, 3-2, 25-20, 15-25, 25, 22-25. They won the first set, lost the second and third, and came back in the fourth set, 25-22, to pick the last set, 15 love at the indoor sports hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. The result is just coming in, courtesy of our man over there at the indoor sports hall of the stadium. Like we know, we've told you, we're always getting there day by day so that we get not just sitting down here in the studio, but also to go there and catch the action. That takes me to a board member of the Nigeria Volleyball Federation. I've not got into football yet. Talking about Mrs. Bolisita Amakinen. She spoke to us yesterday, talking about it's not easy to get sponsorship. You will think it's easy. It's not be child's play. They played 6 years in this league, no sponsor, before they got the CGC of Custom to come along. So let's get back to her at the other side.
Thank you very much for this question. As a board member, I can tell you that it has been more like a jinx breaker for us to eventually have a sponsor. Not just any sponsor, but a titled sponsor for that matter. And the reason is because since the president of the board was elected, that is in the person of Engineer Musa Nimrod, it has been struggling to get sponsors and partners to be able to grow this game from the level he met it to what we're seeing it today. And finally, the Consul General of Customs has come to the rescue of the board and has come to the rescue of Nigerian volleyball at large to key into this, and specifically because he has been a lover and a supporter of this game over time, and he has finally gotten an opportunity to key in and contribute his quota to the development and growth of the game in Nigeria.
All right, if not for the man who has been doing it, Engineer Musa Nimrod, the president of Nigeria Volleyball Federation, making sure that things must work. It has not been easy for the board, but this league, I can tell you for free that every player that has played maybe for a club outside the country, and because they are on holiday and I've been a civil defense before, I've been an immigration staff before I went out, I played for them and they can register me now. They said no, you are not allowed to play because you can't have 2 licenses in the same calendar year. So what happens to that? It makes other players to show their talents. Let's get back to Mrs. Binda Bolisita Makiri at the other side.
You would recall that earlier last year, the technical director had announced to coaches and teams that peradventure this year, there's a possibility that professionals may be exempted from the league for the 2024 edition. And this is deliberate, not only in line with the CAVB rules, but also to allow the grassroots and the young upcoming volleyball players to be showcased on this larger platform. Now, it would interest you to also know that the game of volleyball this year is being televised to well over millions and millions of stakeholders all over the world and scouts all over the world. So it is our hope and our desire that through the sponsorship we will get a larger coverage in where all the local talents at the grassroots level would get more exposure.
Getting more exposure for these young athletes, taking it off from themselves to play in the league is not easy. When you look at the age range, the experience is there for some big clubs, CNS Spikers, Customs, and the rest of them. Some are just coming up gradually. We told you yesterday you saw the clip of the coach of our volleyball club, 2 times back-to-back champions. Is he going for the 3rd one? Let's get into the director of Life Camp Volleyball Club, talking about Alhaji Aminu, who spoke to us yesterday, talking about the league itself, the sponsorship that came for them. They are really happy about it.
I'm happy the championship is taking place at this time in Abuja here, because initially the Federation wanted to take it outside Abuja, but thank God they have gotten a sponsorship, so we are doing it in Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. And we NIGCOM, we are here to play the game. As you can see, we are ready to take the league back home, because last time our guys has taken the Division 2, and now the ladies are in Premier League, and we are hoping to be the champions of this champion.
All right, well, before you go and hear what he said about the objective of NIGCOM, my producer says let's enjoy some minutes of the women's game yesterday between Olalomi Queens and Anambra's and Kada Queens yesterday at the Indoor Sports Hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium.